like this guy.
And when you got this guy, you ride this guy. You give him the ball, you run the football, you find ways to continue to feed him because he just gets stronger and better as the game goes on.
First down. From the gun to give, looking for room. At the 35, he's open. He showed it all there, a little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again.
Just a simple power play. Again, not sexy, run the ball up the middle. Physicality, offensive line gets to assert themselves, run block, what they love to do. This pays dividends down the road in the fourth quarter.
He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the first down. The Badgers come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll run it on the counter. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. He makes the connection, and they pick up just a few on that completion. And the Badgers have pushed it inside the 20. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Singletary. Drives into the defense, and they get him down after a pickup of 3 to the 16. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but now facing third down. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. And the defense knew exactly where that first down line was, and they stopped him short.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
So now on comes the field goal unit. Absolutely perfect. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So USC's offense will get the ball for the first time. These two dudes who both come off the edge can wreck an offensive day, Jesse.
Man, these quarterbacks better have an internal clock working today. If you hold on to the football, you are getting sacked.
The best athletes on the field are defensive linemen, and when you got guys like this that can get after the quarterback, points will be at a premium.
They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. He wants to throw. Snagged in the middle. It's Henry. At midfield, he's got room. Can anyone catch him? And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. After that huge play, let's see if they can punctuate it. It's 1st and 10 from the 20. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Running behind those pads, he gets a couple before he stopped at the 18. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big about going on the road. But if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all off season, so they better be ready to bring it today, dude.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
And the Trojans are threatening on 1st and goal. When they've got him looking run, now to pass. Fires into the end zone. And they will score. Touchdown, Trojans. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
USC 7.
From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Looking to throw, it's Coffee. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass D. Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. He's looking downfield to throw, using the quick game. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. The Badgers will line up to punt it away. He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. And it looks as if there will be no return here as the punt goes out of bounds. One final play before the end of the quarter. To the air on 1st down. Fires to the middle. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. As we head to the quarter break, it is USC holding the lead. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. The Wisconsin offense will come back on the field to jump around a bit. You have field position like this, and you're not likely to punt the way they did the last time they had the ball.
Yeah, great job by the defense setting them up in the opportunity.
Just keeps moving. Oh, my. Circle, circle. Spinderella. Put him in the spin cycle and picked up the 1st down. On 1st down from the 13-yard line. Motion from the offense. Quick touch pass to the receiver. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down. And the Badgers are on the move. Back to throw, it's Coffee. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's 2nd down. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Trying to barge their way in. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
They were all over him. Nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster.
Second quarter might not be gamble time, but inside the 3, Palmer, I've got the green light. I'm going for this.
I am too, and you're essentially running a 2-point play here, right? You've got a play you practice all week long. That's the play you dial up right here.
Just drives it between the uprights. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. James Madison is ahead in this one. This team plays a fun brand of football there in Harrisonburg, but they're a long way from closing this out. They're up by 7 over SMU. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
Weaves his way ahead and gets 5 out to the 18-yard line. The Trojans want to pick up the tempo. Going to the running game. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. And here comes the punt team. He'll try to really get into this one. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Yeah, you could tell the quarterback breaks it a little bit, and he starts moving and tries to throw a little bit across his body. And why is that dangerous? You're not accurate. You're not accurate with the football when you do that. You could tell it wasn't close to being a completion. He's got to do a better job setting his feet, making a clear, concise, good throw.
Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. The Badgers will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And that punt will sail out of bounds. Let's see where the officials spot it. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Looking to pass on second down. He's got it down the middle. They ripped off 7 on that one. Now a third down and 3. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and short, the power run here. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. This offense has already converted once on fourth down. Can they do it again? Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. There is nothing to gain by kicking it away in this area of the field, around midfield, going for it the wise move. Quarterback checking the play. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. He's got his man. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down. It's a 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can tack a little something extra on their lead before the break. And the Trojans will have it 1st and 10. Handoff to the single running back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Linebackers have such an amazing responsibility. Got to play run, got to play pass. How about this? Seeing the run aggressively, getting downhill, and getting in the backfield and making a tackle for a loss.
On second down, he's looking downfield. Calls it in. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. So after the huge chunk play, they've got it first and goal from the 10. Got it. Takes it to the house. Touchdown, Southern Cal.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. And they kick it through for the extra point, and they have an 8-point lead. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half.
Wisconsin, 6.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
So the kick goes out of bounds, and the ball will be placed at the 40 to start this drive. On first down, here comes this offense. He'll start this drive firing. Finds his big tight end. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Wants to throw. It's Coffee. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. And maybe this guy was hoping somebody would bail him out, like a tuck rule or something.
Not going to be so lucky this time around. Give the defense credit. This pass rush is serious. It's real. And this quarterback is now going to have to play with a clock in his head that's going off just a little bit quicker. He's got to do a better job understanding when to get rid of it.
Couldn't connect on that last play. Now 2nd and 10 from the 42. Motion trying to get the defense to show its hand. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And screens are all about timing, right? You want to invite the defensive line to fly up the field, and then you want to throw it right over their head. And you can tell just a little bit off, and the defense got him there so quick, got the quarterback hit before he could really get his bearings and throw the screen.
Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Just inside the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 19. Looking to move it through the air. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. Takes a snap, wants to throw. And that ball is intercepted at the goal line. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half.
And if that don't light your fire, your wood is wet. The best play on a field is when the big boy, the most athletic people on the field, the defensive linemen, make game-changing, awesome, super athletic interceptions.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, yeoman's work so far in Madison, and welcome in to the halftime update. And there is no better place to start this halftime than by reviewing how this wideout has been a one-man wrecking crew. The kid's been everywhere, and I love how he's willing to go across the middle, but that he also has the jets to burn these DBs on the deep ball. If this defense wants to actually come back in this one, they better hide his cleats. And with that, let's head back to a great scene there in Camp Randall.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. And the Badgers will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. As they get ready to start this third quarter, think how big the lead might be if they'd taken care of the ball.
Well, the game might be over, Reese, but if you're on defense right now, you've gotten a couple turnovers early, and you're saying, okay, we're going to need to keep this up. We got to stay aggressive for us to have a chance to win this game, but we believe we can do it.
Yeah, you've already done it, so of course you're going to believe it. Keep playing fast, keep playing physical, and then tell your offense, hey, we need a little help over here. Can you help us out and put some points on the board?
They'll run behind the big guys on the right. On the move is the 30. He's off to the races. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
Those outside runs, if they can get the edge like they do, great job by the right guard, right tackle, getting the edge. And now what does this do? This makes cornerbacks come up and tackle, safeties come up and tackle, as opposed to linebackers and big defensive players. Space where he can use his speed and his physicality against guys that usually cover and don't come up and make tackles.
The Trojans will snap it on 1st and 10. Trying to beat him to the left. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans! The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
USC 21, Wisconsin 6.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. Line gets set, first down. He's looking to throw it. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. And he gets 4-yard line. It'll be a first down. The Badgers will hustle to the line.
That's a good-looking throw, and I know when we talk Wisconsin offense, we're always talking about running backs, but they've seen their fair share of QBs too. Darren Bevel back in my day, Scott Tolzien had some success, and then, of course, Russell Wilson also. This guy right now in this game, he needs to get himself into a rhythm, and if he gets there, he's dangerous.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Back to throw, it's Coffee. Unloads to the wideout. Complete downfield. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first, it's at the 37. Up-tempo for the offense. It's a draw. They stop him at the 22, 15-yard pickup on the play, and a first down just outside the red zone. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Comes out throwing on first down. Tight end finds a soft spot. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the first down. Now the play fake. He finds his man. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. First and goal and a touchdown here really gives them momentum. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Not much room. He gets one down to the 7. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. They'll keep it on the ground, right up the gut, looking for 6. Knocked down after a gain of 1. They'll mark it at the 6. About to have the 9th snap on this drive. You don't want to settle for a field goal. corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. 3rd and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. Snags it, and he will score! Touchdown, Badgers! Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
Man, that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer. You've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Pulls it in. Crosses the 30. He's got to lay it. Oh, look out. There he goes. Running inside the 20. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, USC. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. James Madison needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there in Harrisonburg behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. They're trailing by just 2 to SMU. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Man, oh man, that ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have it.
Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Nice read and nice throw. And I know Wisconsin quarterbacks always get the unfair moniker that they're game managers, and it's because they've always been a great rushing offense. Just got to complete a couple throws and keep the offense on schedule. But when you think about the offenses where they've had a difference maker, a guy like Russell Wilson that were able to throw on first down, take shots, just make them so much more explosive. I think this guy has some of those traits too.
They're working that left side. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. And the Badgers have this offense rolling. To throw, it's Coffee. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. The first down sack pushes the ball back for this long second down. He's looking to throw. Gets it out fast. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. As we head to the quarter break, it is USC holding the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. Now facing a third down as they come back to the line after the break. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Just missed on the connection, incomplete.
And sometimes you see great shooters, and they get on fire, and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple of weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
Couldn't find his man, and they'll give up the football on downs. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Looking for a productive play on first down. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. He's got his man. Brought down at the 28. A chunk play, 15 yards on that one, and a first down.
Well, I tell you, man, this guy's been putting on a show all game long. We've seen his decision-making. We've seen his athleticism. Because of him, they've got this huge lead in the fourth quarter. So why stop throwing it? Just keep it going when the going's good.
Looking to go up top on first down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Got his man on the right. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position. And here in the fourth quarter with a big lead, he's still taking shots.
He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play.
Yeah, he does a really good job being decisive, getting downhill, being a great runner. And guess what? You know how easy offense is when you get me at second and short, second and medium? Everything in the playbook is open to me.
They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. And that one goes incomplete, but there is a penalty flag, and they might have gotten him for OPI. Some hand fighting at the point of the catch will draw the penalty, but this one is going to go against the offense. And here comes the offense on second down. From the gun, the ground game. He's now up to 83 yards on the ground in this one and now sets his sights on a 1,000-yard season. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. Wide out in motion. On third and long, he has to throw for it. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
And this is why offenses are so hard to stop. When you have such great playmakers at the quarterback spot, third down, if people are covered, what can he do? Take off, scramble, and now set this offense up with a first and goal.
He's looking to pass. And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business.
All right, sense of urgency now has to go through the roof for this team. They needed their defense to come up with that turnover right there. So if you're on offense, you got to get these plays called.
You just can't go backwards there. He did, and they swarmed him for a safety. So after giving up the deuce on the safety, now they'll be able to kick it away without a rush from the 20.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
Yeah, and you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board. But you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads, trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute the offense.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it.
And the defense down in this game, they just can't do anything to stop this offense at this point, David. Right now, they know they're going to be trying to run the football and trying to ice the game, but there's nothing at this point it seems they can do.
Yeah, and it's frustrating. I got to sell out, man. I got to bring as many guys to the line of scrimmage as I can. I got to find a way to get this ball back to my offense. The clock is not my friend, and them running the football is only going to run this thing out quicker. I got to find a way to make something happen, strip the football, do something.
Tackle is made after the first down.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
And the Trojans have it with a 1st and 10. Got him looking run. He wants to throw. Fakes the catch.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Quickly complete. Touchdown, Trojans! And the punishment has been extended. That score pushes us out to a comfortable margin, and they are oh so close to a 10-game winning streak. My goodness, he is putting on a laser show right now. Liner, Palmer, Pat Hayden, Marinovich, you name it. These guys are going to be looking up at this dude.
Just spinning the bean all over the yard, and that's why you come to USC. Those names you mentioned, and you know that ball's going to be in your hands. You get to go make plays, and he is doing exactly that.
The offense lining up for a first down play. They're going to open this drive with a pass. It's complete to the right. Still running at the 40. What a play there, and he's got it all the way down to the 7-yard line.
What a great play call offensively. Taking the shot, you flip the field, and now you better get those red zone play calls ready and dialed up.
The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious. The Badgers have it in scoring position on first and goal. Dropping back, it's Coffee. Getting some heat. And the ball is out. Who's going to get it? And they lost the ball out of bounds, and they'll lose a few yards as a result.
When you start to get that offense going and start having success, you got to make sure when you get closer to the scoring range, I take care of that football. If you don't, coach is going to go, you on the sideline, you in the game. The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man, doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
He looks that one in nicely. Several defenders there to get him on the ground.
And I know this football game is over, but we got to keep fighting. We got to keep finding something, some kind of rhythm in this offense, something we can hang our hat on that we do really, really well. Listen, the intermediate passing game like this has taken over college football, short to intermediate. So if they can find some of this, it'll help their offense moving forward.
Unleashes to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Wisconsin. They'll line up to go for two.
What a throw by the QB. You think about it, you don't have much space near the sideline, and he put that thing right on the outside of the sideline where his receiver could go make a play. Not only does he make the play, I'm pretty sure he got a foot in bounds, and that's a great touchdown catch. What a playmaker.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Final minute, this game's on ice. They can take a knee and run out the clock.
This offense has to feel great with how they're able to go out, execute, and perform big plays all game long. I think it's sending a statement, too, to future defenses down the road on the schedule. They're going to be tough to contend with.
Yeah, I mean, they got firepower, putting up so many points. This thing is easily...
Time to take a shot. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Here they come, trying to convert a 3rd and short from the 28. They'll try to get the first through the air. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Nothing but green ahead. Touchdown, Southern Cal! And the beatdown has ensued. That ought to be enough to make this lead insurmountable, and with it, they'll be a perfect 10-0. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
USC 44, Wisconsin 19.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. They'll throw it on first down. Finds his man. It's Singletary. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. Offense gets set for second down. He's looking to throw. Trying to get to him. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. He'll pull it down and run. Still on his feet. That will be the final play as they make the stop, and the clock has expired here. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All 3 phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you, put up a bunch of points, and win by a lot of points.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire